Street Fighter 6 is doing absolutely everything that we wish Tekken would have done in Tekken 7. Yo, what's good everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about what Street Fighter 6 is doing well and what Tekken 8 needs to do, because I think it's a new generation of fighting games. Street Fighter 6 is doing absolutely everything that we wish Tekken would have done in Tekken 7. There's no, if we put it explicitly, there's nothing in Tekken 7 to do offline other than treasure battle. I think like that is very poor. Even the story was like not even, I mean, yeah, I don't play fighting games for the story, but if we look at Tekken 6, if you look at scenario campaign, I would play that again 10 times over. That mod was so well done and so fun, and it was challenging. It wasn't an easy run through, it was challenging. There were some levels where I died about 50 times, and to me that's fun, that's challenging. I want to be challenged in a game like that. Tekken 7 game modes, there's nothing. There's honestly nothing. There's, I mean, yeah, there's training mode, there's arcade battle, cool. What else? There's Tekken, I mean, there's Tekken Bowl now, which, yeah, I personally have never played Tekken Bowl, even though I own the DLC. I just never played it. I've never been enticed to play that mode. I don't find it fun. I don't think it looks fun. And there's a reason why no one's playing it now. Let's just be honest. I just don't think it's fun. I think Street Fighter 6 is doing everything perfectly. It's obviously, we haven't played the game yet. I mean, people have had hands-on, but we haven't had in-depth playtime with certain modes. So I think the first mode I'm going to talk about is World Tour. World Tour is a mode where you create your own character, and you kind of got on their story kind of thing. So as you can see, you can create these different characters, and you take that character, that specific character, on their own story, on their journey. I think this is really good. Like, this sort of content in a fighting game is actually revolutionary. Like, we've had character customization and stuff before, and create your own character, but nothing on this level. Like, look at this. This is like an open world kind of like adventure type thing. This is sick, man. This is really sick. And as you can see, so if you go back, you can choose different fight styles. So you can choose a fight style from, so this is Blanca's fight style here. If we look, I think this might be Luke's. Then this is Ken's, I think. So as you can see, you can Chun-Li. So you can choose your characters to have a certain playstyle or a certain original characters playstyle. You've got mini games. It's so sick. Like, and they even incorporate the main characters in the story itself. Like, you get trained by Ryu, you're training with Chun-Li. It's so sick. Like, if Tekken did something like this, something remotely close to this would be so sick, man. So that's World Tour. And obviously you've got, you know, your character reveals, Dawson, Honda, Blanca, Ken. They look really good. I really like their redesigns, even though people were clowning Ken for how he looks. Like, you know, my family left me, I don't have the wife and kids anymore, I'm homeless. I actually think he looks really cool. Like, that more rugged look, I think it really suits Ken. It's kind of a rugged look that kind of Paul Phoenix has in Tekken. He's kind of got like a rugged look. I really like it, you know, it's cool. Obviously, yes, he will have the, you know, they will have the classic costumes. Of course, it's Capcom. But I think what Capcom does really well is they support the game. They give people content, even if it's just costumes. Because I'm telling you, why are people messaging me on Steam? I'm telling you that if the Tekken developers, if Bandai Namco created, like, let's say for example, classic costumes from T6. I'm going to talk about my own character, for example. So if they created a Raven costume or cosplay, for example, people be on that. If they did classic costumes for purchase, like, it doesn't even have to be free. Charges £5 for a bundle of costumes. People would pay it, I'm telling you, because Capcom have made so much revenue from just extra content from the game. They support their game. Tekken, Bandai Namco doesn't support their game regular enough for me personally for a fighting game. I don't think we have enough support. We don't have enough balance patches. We don't have enough content updates. We don't have enough netcode updates. If Street Fighter 6 has a problem, they listen to if Street Fighter 5 has a problem, they listen to the fans. Do you know what I mean? They listen to the people. I think that's what Bandai Namco need to start doing, and I'm seeing it with Tekken 8. I'm seeing it with Tekken 8, so it's very promising. It's a really good thing that they are changing the game. They're listening to fans and stuff like that, so it's really good. But I still think that we need this sort of like support for fighting games. It's really important. Otherwise, the game just dies and it becomes stale. But I like all the redesigns, even Guile. Like I'm not really particularly a fan of Guile, but I really like his redesign. I like Blanca's redesign, or kind of like just, you know, new look. They all look older. Dhalsim I really think looks cool. So I think I'm liking Street Fighter 6, man. They're doing it well. They're doing it really well. And then if we look at I'm gonna skip these trailers for a bit. And then if we look at Battle Hub is mad sick, because like they haven't really explained what Battle Hub is, but as you can see, Hub Good Shop. So that's the shop that you can go to buy different clothing items, different accessories for your created character in World Tour. But this, I think Battle Hub is kind of like a meeting space for the World Tour mode. It's a meeting space, which seems really cool. So if we look at this, there might be like different betting options. Like you might bet fight money to like see who's gonna win. Like there's just so many things that could do with this mode. Like it's so sick, so sick. Look at this. This is the type of stuff that we need in fighting games. This is the type of stuff. This is revolutionary. And yes, they might say, cool, our current hardware does not allow us to do this sort of thing. So last gen, it doesn't allow us to do this sort of thing. But I get that. But I think now there's no excuse to not be doing this sort of thing in fighting games. There's just no excuse. And even if you don't do this stuff, please support the game. Please have regular patches. Please have regular maintenance patches for the netcode, because remember, the netcode sometimes can deteriorate. It's a thing. So it's happened in Tekken 7. If you look at season 4, netcode at the beginning, it was perfect. I was playing people from like America with a nice 4-bar. I'm not saying it's optimal Tekken, but it's way better than we had before. About a month down the line, netcode deteriorates and we're kind of back to square one at the end of the day. Like, and especially because the addition of rollback is a good thing, but if it's poorly implemented in a game, it makes the experience worse at the end of the day. So I think we just need regular support. That's all we're asking for, honestly, and to just listen to the fans. We need the competition. Look at what Street Fighter 6 is doing. I think it's good because now Bandai Namco have a reason to go above and beyond, you know what I mean, what they've done before. I think it's good. The competition is good. I'm not saying that like, you know, like I'm picking one game over the other and stuff, because I think everyone should enjoy all games. I'm a Street Fighter player, I'm a Tekken player. Before I even played Tekken, I was a Street Fighter player before, so I came from 2D. I like Tekken 2, I like Street Fighter, I like Soul Calibur, I like all the fighting games. I think it's good to enjoy all. They can coexist at the end of the day, but I think it's good for competition. And yeah, man, like this mode looks so sick. Battle Hub, World Tour. I think Fighting Ground, I don't actually know what Fighting Ground is. I think that's just the stages where you fight. I don't know. But yeah, graphics look amazing. Animations look really cool. The art style is really cool. And I think that's what Tekken 8 does well as well, is the graphics, the art style, the field of view as well. The stages look really gritty. I just like the look of the game. So I think it's really good what both these fighting games are doing at the moment. So that was my thoughts on Street Fighter 6, what it's doing well, what Tekken 8 could be doing, because we haven't seen any content of Tekken 8 other than the trailer. They haven't shown us gameplay, they haven't showed us modes, they haven't showed us many things, they haven't showed us the roster. So I think obviously Tekken 8 is a bit behind on that and building the hype, even though I'm still really hyped for Tekken 8. I think Street Fighter 6 is doing more. But I just wanted to like kind of compare them, and you know, if Bandai Namco happens to see this video, you need to just support the game. Just support the game. That's all we're asking for. Just support the game. That's it, man. Those are my thoughts on that. Peace.